smuk dag, sådan. Welcome back guys. So today I'm going to read a little fairy tale for you. As you can see, it's Hans og Grete. Yeah, that is by the Grimm brothers, or Brødrene Grimm. So I believe those were German, but it is also very popular in Denmark. Så det er det vi skal i dag. That's what we're doing today. Let's komme i gang. Let's do it. So, so those of you who are new to this format, I'm going to read a lot, like an entire paragraph, sometimes long, sometimes a little shorter, and then I'm going to go back and translate. And because I have this nice browser, I'm going to use this. For some of the words, there may be harder words. Alright, let's finally begin. Ved udkanten af en stor skov boede der en fattig brændehugger med sin kone og sine 2 børn. Drengen hed Hans, og pigen hed Grete. De havde kun lidt at bide og brænde, og engang, da der var dyrtid i landet, vidste manden slet ikke, hvordan han skulle skaffe det daglige brød. Om aftenen, da han var kommet i seng og lå og tænkte over sin ulykke, sukkede han og sagde til sin kone: hvad skal der dog blive af os? Vi har slet ingen mad til børnene. Knap nok til os selv. Ved du hvad, sagde konen. I morgen tidlig følger vi børnene ind i den tætte skov og tænder et bål der. Vi giver dem hver et stykke brød, og så går vi på arbejde. De kan ikke finde hjem igen, og så er vi af med dem. Nej, det gør jeg ikke, sagde manden. Jeg kan virkelig ikke nænde at lade mine børn blive ganske alene i den store skov. De bliver jo et af de vilde dyr. Du er et rigtigt tossehoved, sagde hans kone vredt. Vi dør jo alle sammen med sult. Du kan såmænd godt begynde at tømme kisterne sammen. Hun blev ved at plage ham, til han gav efter. Men det gør mig dog skrækkeligt ondt for de stakkels børn, sagde han. Alright, we're gonna go back and translate bit by bit. Alright, what we got? Ved udkanten af en stor skov. Ved udkanten af en stor skov. At the outskirts, that's udkanten. Outskirts of a big forest. Boede der en fattig brændehugger. Lived a poor, guys, what is brændehugger? Woodcutter. Med sin kone, with his wife, og sine 2 børn, and his 2 kids, children. Drengen hed Hans, og pigen hed Grete. Yeah, this is supposed to be an age. I didn't write this. Pigen hed Grete. The boy was Hans, and the girl was Grete. De havde kun lidt at bide. They only had a little bit to bite, to eat. It's an old expression. Og brænde, and basically lumber. They didn't have much to burn. Og engang, and one time, da der var dyrtid i landet, when it was a literally expensive time, and there may be rising prices, crisis in the economy, inflation, that type of stuff. So there was that thing in the country, in the land. Vidste manden slet ikke, the man didn't know at all, hvordan han skulle skaffe det daglige brød. How he should obtain the daily bread. Om aftenen, da han var kommet i seng, in the evening or at night when he had gotten into bed, og lå og tænkte over sin ulykke, and was lying and thinking about his ulykke. What is that? It's not exactly accident, it's more like misfortune in this context, or misery. Sukkede han, he sighed, og sagde til sin kone, and said to his wife, hvad skal der dog blive af os? What's gonna happen to us? This is a dramatic way of saying, how is this gonna end? Like you're gonna perish or just get into a really, really bad situation. Hvad skal der dog blive af os? Vi har slet ingen mad til børnene. We don't have any food for the kids at all. Knap nok til os selv. Barely enough for ourselves. Ved du hvad? Do you know what? Sagde konen, said the wife or lady. I morgen tidlig følger vi børnene ind. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna follow the kids ind i den tætte skov. Into the dense forest. Tæt is like dense or tight. Yeah, so. Og tænder et bål der. And light a fire, like a bonfire, there. Vi giver dem hver et stykke brød. We give them each a piece of bread. Og så går vi på arbejde. And then we go to work. De kan ikke finde hjem igen. They cannot find their way back home. Og så er vi af med dem. And then we are rid of them. Oh, it's cold. But that's what she's saying. Nej, det gør jeg ikke. No, I won't do that, sagde manden. Said the man. Jeg kan virkelig ikke nænne at. What is nænne? It's like he cannot bring himself to do it, ikke? If someone says, jeg nænner ikke, og jeg kan ikke nænne at something, it basically means that it breaks their heart, or they will feel so guilty to do it. So I can bring myself to at lade mine børn blive ganske alene i den store skov. To let my children leave them very alone in the big forest. De bliver jo ædt af de vilde dyr. Now what is ædt? It is, let's see if Google knows, eaten, that's correct. But for animals, not humans, we say spise or spist in this grammar tense. But æde is for dyr. Æder. Okay, so they're going to be eaten by the wild animals, de vilde dyr. Du er et rigtigt tossehoved. You're a big silly head. You're really silly, sagde hans kone vredt. His wife said angrily. Vi dør jo alle sammen med sult. We're all gonna die from hunger. Starving, but sult is also hunger, so. Du kan såmænd godt begynde at. Sure, you can begin to. This next one is a little bit interesting. What is tømre? So guys, basically it's like to put it together, ikke? At tømre kisterne sammen. So like put the coffins together. Yeah, for when they're deceased. Hun blev ved at plage ham. She kept like hitting him with this, riding him, just come on, almost begging him, torturing him, til han gav efter, until he gave in. Men det gør mig dog skrækkelig ondt, but it really makes me feel sorry or sad or pity. It hurts me. For de stakkels børn, for the poor children, sagde han. He said. Okay, nice, and I'll continue down here. De to børn havde ikke kunnet sove af sult og havde hørt, hvad deres mor havde sagt. Grete græd og sagde til Hans, nå det ude med os. Vær stille, Grete, svarede han. Jeg skal nok finde på råd. Da de gamle var faldet i søvn, stod han op og listede sig ud. Månen skinnede klart, og de hvide kisestene, der lå udenfor på vejen, lyste som sølv. Han stoppede sine lommer fulde af dem og gik hjem igen og sagde til Grete, læg du dig kun roligt til at sove, lille søster. Den gode Gud vil ikke forlade os. Derpå krøb han op i sin seng igen. This is shorter. Let's take a look here. De to børn havde ikke kunnet sove af sult og havde hørt. Okay, the two children hadn't been able to sleep og havde hørt and had heard hvad deres mor havde sagt. What their mother had said. Grete græd og sagde til Hans. Grete cried and said to Hans. Nu er det ude med os. This is interesting. You're not gonna learn this in language school for sure. Nu er det ude med mig, med os, anything like that is basically we're done for. This is the end. Det er ude med os. It's very nice, especially in fiction. It's very dramatic. Det er ude med os. Vær stille, Grete. Be quiet, Grete, svarede han. He answered. Jeg skal nok finde på råd. I'll come up with something. Da de gamle var faldet i søvn. When the old people, their parents, had fallen asleep, stod han op og listede sig ud. He got up and sneaked out. Månen skinnede klart. The moon shone, well, clearly. Doesn't sound very good in English, but that's what it means. Klart, clearly. Og de hvide kiselstene, that's probably an interesting word. Yeah, pebbles. So the white pebbles. Der lå udenfor på vejen, that lied or laid outside on the road, lyste som sølv, lit up like silver. Han stoppede sine lommer fulde af dem. He stuffed his pockets full of them, like just totally full. Og gik hjem igen, and went back home, og sagde til Grete, and said to Grete, læg du dig kun roligt til at sove. This is a bit old-fashioned, the sentence structure, but basically like, you can sleep safely, don't worry, just sleep, we'll be fine. Lille søster, yeah, little sister. Den gode Gud vil ikke forlade os. The good God will not abandon us. Forlade is abandon or leave. Derpå krøb han op i sin seng igen. Yeah. It's like, upon that, derpå, like after that, krøb. You guys know krøb. He crawled, or crept could also work. Yeah. He crawled back into bed. Okay, now some of this is a little bit old-fashioned, the way it's written, but the basic grammar is still the same. The vocabulary is mostly still the same, so don't worry about that. It's just the phrasing is a little bit different. It's literature and it's old. Okay, hvad har vi her? Da det gryede af dag, vækkede konen børnene. Stå op i dovnkroppe, sagde hun. Nu skal vi ud i skoven og hente brænde. Hun gav hver af dem et stykke brød og sagde, der har jeres middagsmad, mere får I ikke. Grete tog brødet ind under forklædet, fordi Hans havde lommen fuld af sten. Og de begav sig nu alle sammen på vej. Da de havde gået et lille stykke, stod Hans stille og vendte sig om og kiggede efter huset. Og da de var kommet lidt videre, vendte han sig om igen. Hvorfor vender du dig hele tiden om? Spurgte faderen. Det har vi ikke tid til. Tag benene med dig. Jeg ser efter min hvide kat, sagde Hans. Den sidder oppe på taget og vil sige farvel til mig. Hvor du dog kan vrøvle, sagde moderen. Det er jo ikke andet end solen, der skinner på skorstenen. Hans havde imidlertid slet ikke kigget efter katten, men bare kastet kiselstene bagved sig på vejen. Sneaky. Let's have some fun with this. Hvad har vi? Da det gryede af dag. This is a very old way of saying it, but basically when the day came or when dawn came. Gryede. It dawned, yeah. Vækkede konen børnene. The wife, or the lady, woke up the kids. Stå op i dovenkroppe. Get up, you. Now, what is dovenkroppe? Lazy body. Yeah, that's a direct translation. But dovenkrop is just like lazy person, like man or woman, child. It doesn't matter. It could be anyone. Dovenkrop, lazy body. You're just so lazy. Dovenkrop. Sagde hun. She said. Nu skal vi ud i skoven. Now we're going out or into the woods, forest, og hente brænde and get lumber. And that's what brænde is, lumber. It's also to burn, but yeah. Hun gav hver af dem. She gave each of them et stykke brød, a piece of bread, og sagde, and said, der har I jeres middagsmad. There you have your, guys, what is middagsmad? Right? It's dinner. Mere får I ikke. That's all you're getting. You're not getting any more. Grete tog brødet ind under forklædet. Grete took the bread, stuffed it, put it under what is forklæde? Anybody knows? It's the apron. Right? Fordi Hans havde lommen fuld af sten. Because Hans had the pocket full of stones. Og de begav sig nu alle sammen på vej. And how they all went off, like they went there, they left. Da de havde gået et lille stykke, when they had walked for a bit, stod Hans stille og vendte sig om. Hans stood still and turned around. Vendte sig om, turned around. Og kiggede efter huset. And looked at the house or after the house. Og da de var kommet lidt videre, and when they had moved a bit further, vendte han sig om igen. He turned around again. Hvorfor vender du dig hele tiden om? Why are you turning around all the time? Literally, hele tiden, all the time. Spurgte faderen. The father asked. It's a little bit old-fashioned, faderen. Det har vi ikke tid til. We don't have time for that. Tag benene med dig. This is funny expression to translate. It's basically like use your legs. Ikke benene is the legs. So like use your legs, come on, walk, get going. Tag benene med dig. Jeg ser efter min hvide kat. I'm looking at my white cat, sagde Hans. Hans said. Den sidder oppe på taget. It's sitting up on the roof. Og vil sige farvel til mig. And wants to say goodbye to me. At sige farvel til. To say goodbye to. Hvor du dog kan vrøvle. How you can ramble. Or like just speak nonsense. Vrøvle. Yeah, nonsense. Sagde moderen. The mother said. Det er jo ikke andet end solen. It is nothing but, it's nothing except the sun. Der skinner på skorstenen. What's that? Skorsten. Der skinner på skorstenen. That is shining on the chimney. Right? Hans havde imidlertid slet ikke kigget efter katten. Hans had, no, you guys know imidlertid. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. However, Hans had, however, not at all been looking at or after the cat. Men bare kastet kisselstene bag ved sig på vejen. But just thrown, or he had been throwing, these little pebbles behind himself on the way, on the road. But there's no road because it's a forest. Okay, this is a very small piece, but we'll do it and then we'll translate it anyway. Okay. Da de var kommet dybt ind i skoven, sagde faderen. Kan I nu samle brænde, lille børn? Så tænder jeg ild, for at I ikke skal fryse. Hans og Grete samlede en lille bunke reskviste. Faderen stak ild på det, og da det var kommet godt i brand, sagde konen. Sæt jer så ned ved ilden og hvil jer, mens vi går ind i skoven og hugger brænde. Når vi er færdige, kommer vi igen og henter jer. Okay. Ja. Interesting. Da de var kommet dybt ind i skoven, when they had gotten deep into the forest, sagde faderen. The father said, Can I nu samle brænde, little children? Can you now pick up some lumber? Collect, samle is also collect. Little kids. Så tænder jeg ild, then I will light fire, for at I ikke skal fryse, so that you are not cold, in order for you not to freeze. Hans og Grete samlede en lille bunke. Hans and Grete collected a little, you guys know bunke perhaps, like pile, and what is this? Yeah, it is rice bricks. Yeah, I have to admit this is not a common word. When I saw this I was like, I haven't seen this in a while. Botanical stuff. Faderen stak ild på det. The father put it on fire. Og da det var kommet godt i brand, and when the fire had caught on well, sagde konen, the wife of the lady said, Sæt jer så ned ved ilden og hvil jer, og sit down by the fire and rest, mens vi går ind i skoven og hugger brænde, while we go into the forest and chop wood or cut wood. Når vi er færdige, when we are done, finished, kommer vi igen og henter jer. We'll come back and get you or pick you up. She is lying. I should mention that kone, the way kone is used here is not like in the modern use so much, because kone is just any lady, especially if she's a bit old. But in modern Danish, it's usually used for someone's wife, because that's what it means. But you'll still hear sometimes like en gammel kone, an old lady. Yeah, so just be aware of that. The language has evolved since then. Okay, let's take a look here what we got. Nå. Hans og Grete satte sig ved ilden, og ved middagstid spiste de deres tørre brød. De kunne høre slagene af en økse og troede derfor, at faderen var i nærheden. Men lyden kom kun af, at han havde bundet en gren fast ved et træ, og nu slog vinden den derimod. Til sidst blev de søvnige og faldt også i søvn, og da de vågnede, var det allerede mørk nat. Grete gav sig til at græde. Hvordan skal vi dog finde ud af skoven? Sagde hun, men Hans trøstede hende. Vent bare til månen kommer frem, sagde han, så skal vi nok finde vej hjem. Og da månen var stået op, tog Hans sin søster i hånden, og de lysende kisselstene viste ham vej. De gik hele natten, og først om morgenen nåede de deres fars hus. De bankede på, og da konen lukkede op og så, at det var dem, sagde hun, hvor har I dog været henne, I slemme børn? Vi troede slet ikke, I var kommet hjem mere. Men faderen blev glad, da han så dem, for han havde haft samvittighedsnag, fordi han havde ladet dem blive alene tilbage i skoven. Okay, let's go up and translate this. Hans og Grete satte sig ved ilden. Hans and Grete sat by the fire. Ilden, the fire, ild. Og ved middagstid, that's what it is, you know it, spiste de deres tørre brød. They ate their dry bread. De kunne høre slagene af en økse. Now what is slag? Nah, not battles, more like the claps or the beats, like tuk tuk tuk. Right? Og troede derfor, and therefore thought, at faderen og faren, let's just say faren from now on, var i nærheden, was nearby. Men lyden kom kun af, but the sound just came from the fact at han havde bundet en gren fast, that he had tied a branch, sort of connected it, ved et træ, he connected it to a tree. Og nu slog vinden den derimod, and now the wind was hitting it against the tree. Til sidst blev de søvnige. At the end they got sleepy, og faldt der også i søvn, and did fall asleep. Og da de vågnede, var det allerede mørk nat. And when they woke up, it was already dark night. That sounds funny. Mørk nat, dark night. Grete gav sig til at græde. Grete started crying. Hvordan skal vi dog finde ud af skoven? How are we going to find our way out of the woods, the forest? This dog emphasizes like how, really how, right? Emphasizing. Sagde hun, she said. Men Hans trøstede hende, but Hans comforted her or consoled her. Vent bare til månen kommer frem. Vent bare til månen kommer frem. Just wait until the moon comes out or appears, sagde han. He said. Så skal vi nok finde vej hjem. Then we'll find our way home. Og da månen var stået op, and when the moon had come up, tog han sin søster i hånden. Hans took his sister by the hand, og de lysende kisselstene, and the illuminating, lighting, flickering pebbles showed him the way. De gik hele natten. They walked all night. Og først om morgenen, and just or not before the morning, nåede de deres fars hus. They reached, or they got to, their father's house. De bankede på, they knocked. Og da konen lukkede op, and when the wife lady opened, og så at det var dem, and saw that it was them, sagde hun, she said, hvor har I dog været henne? Where have you been? There it is again, that dog, emphasizing the wondering, the puzzling, the questioning, like where? I slemme børn, you bad kids. We don't say it so much in more slemme børn in this context, because it's very like, shaming someone, but from time to time. Vi troede slet ikke, I var kommet hjem mere. We didn't think at all that you would come home anymore. It's a little old-fashioned, but most of the words apply. Men faren og faderen blev glade, but the father was happy, da han så dem, when he saw them. For han havde haft samvittighedsnag. Because he had... Now this is interesting, samvittighedsnag. I don't know if you guys know this word. Guilty conscience, yeah, you could say that. You can say that. Nag is sort of like it's eating at you. It's like, so samvittighedsconscience, it's eating at your guilty conscience, essentially. Samvittighedsnag. So he felt bad, fordi han havde ladet dem blive alene tilbage i skoven, because he had let them be or stay alone back in the forest. Okay, interessant. Let's move on here. Kort tid efter var der stor elendighed igen, og børnene hørte, at moren og moderen om natten sagde til faren og faderen: Nu har vi kun et halvt rugbrød tilbage, så er den potte ud. Hvis børnene ikke kommer af vejen, er vi fortabt alle sammen. Vi må bringe dem endnu længere ind i skoven, så de ikke kan finde vej hjem. Det gjorde manden meget ondt, og han tænkte: Det var smukkere at dele den sidste mundfuld med sine børn, men konen brød sig aldeles ikke om, hvad han sagde. Når man har sagt A, må man også sige B. Og da han havde givet efter første gang, måtte han også bøje sig nu. Okay, let's see. Kort tid efter, shortly thereafter, short time after, var der stor elendighed igen. Guys, what is elendighed? Misery. There was big, great misery again. Just sucks. Og børnene hørte at, and the children heard that. Moren om natten sagde til faren. The mother in the night said to the father: Nu har vi kun et halvt rugbrød tilbage. Now we only have half a rye bread left. Så er den potte ude. That's an old expression. That pot is out. So it's like, it's out, there's nothing left. Hvis børnene ikke kommer af vejen, if the kids are not, well, basically, if you don't get rid of them, if they are not lost or eliminated, like, bye bye. Where were we? Er vi fortabt alle sammen? We're all lost. Doomed, actually. Better translation. Fortabt. We're all doomed. Vi må bringe dem endnu længere ind i skoven. We have to bring them even further into the forest. Så de ikke kan finde vej hjem. So they cannot find their way home. Det gjorde manden meget ondt. It made the man very sad, sorrow. Og han tænkte, and he thought, det var smukkere at dele den sidste mundfuld. It was more beautiful to share the last mouthful med sine børn, with his children. Men konen brød sig aldeles ikke om, hvad han sagde. But the wife sure didn't like. Brød sig aldeles ikke om. It's a little bit like strict, can sound somewhat formal and old-fashioned, like det bryder jeg mig aldeles ikke om. It's like really didn't like it, don't approve at all, really don't care for it. So she really didn't like hvad han sagde, what he said. Når man har sagt A, once you said A, må man også sige B. You gotta say B. I think that's a very Danish expression, but essentially, once you're already committed to something, you gotta go all the way. You're not gonna like change your mind suddenly in the middle, right? So, gotta commit and stick to it. Og da han havde givet efter første gang, and since he had given in the first time, he gave in to her wish, måtte han også bøje sig. No, he had to bend or bow. Now he bent to her will. That's what it is. That is interesting. This story is actually longer than I thought, so I think I'm gonna split this into two. Yeah, but don't worry, we'll get to it. In the meantime, you can actually read it here on the website. It's called grimstories.com, and it's all free. There's like these stories in many different languages. I just picked the Danish one for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's a really good site for some of these grim stories and Hans Christian Andersen stories. It's nice. Yeah. Alright guys, that was cool. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, be aware that because it's old, the sentence structure can be a little bit strange. So you're probably not going to hear people talking exactly this way, like in the long paragraphs. But the vocabulary is pretty much the same. The grammar is pretty much the same. So you can learn a lot. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, thank you. This was really cool. And as always, remember the website danishmaster.com, 450 videos. Yeah, that's lifetime access, so that's just really sweet. Or become a member, like I saw someone just became a member in the live chat, so that's just great. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and I guess I should call out the new member, Sidi Noridaya. Yeah, thank you so much. That's just awesome. Much appreciated. Guys, I'll see you soon because it's still Magical March, alright?